Hello and welcome. Today I will be taking a look at Infinity free hosting provider, specifically free hosting plan that they provide. I will also share my experience over the course of few months with this hosting, and no, nobody's chasing me, just want to get the video started. Now let me guess, you did what? Google free website hosting, and you probably saw many of these websites that list top 7, 10 or 12 of these free hostings. You check all of them and you see one hosting provider being in top spots all the time. So you check out their website. Free unlimited web hosting with unlimited disk space and bandwidth. Sign up now. Free unlimited website hosting for over 8 years. Fastest free hosting, 99.9% uptime. Unlimited hosting, completely free. No forced ads. Host any domain. Plus it has Softaculous script installer with 400 plus applications. Applications like WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, MyBB, and PrestaShop. Specifically, if you scroll down, they offer unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth, 400 MySQL databases, PHP 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, and 7.3, MySQL 5.6 version, full htaccess support, free subdomain names, free SSL on your own domains, and free DNS service. And there's also a little FAQ, and that's about it from the homepage. If you ask me, nice offer, but wait, that's a little too much to be free. Wouldn't you agree? For myself, things they offer, I mean, that's all I need and some. Naturally, after signing up, I decided to open up the cPanel and check out the statistics and what exactly they offer, and truly taking a look at everything they do offer, everything that they claim they do. But that's not why you are here. I'm not going to run you down through the features. Let me share my experience with this hosting. First thing we see once I log into Infinity Free, maybe an eyesore, deactivation history 11. Remember, they claim they give you 99.9% uptime. Let's take a look at deactivation history. What I've noticed is my website gets deactivated, and then after about 24 hours, it gets reactivated. Since February, my website was deactivated or suspended 11 times. 23rd, 28th February, 2nd and 31st March, 3rd, 6th, 11th April, 5th, 8th, 10th and 12th May. Taking a look at my website, you'll notice that first time you try to open it, it takes some time, so it's not quite as fast as you would expect it to be. Honestly, every time I try to open up my website after restarting the computer, aka clearing the cache of the browser, it takes about 30 seconds on average. Because I have a YouTube channel, every now and then I do redirect people that watch my videos to my website for additional stuff that they might require. That's why I try to keep my website as clean as possible and as minimal as possible. You open up the website and what do you see? Plain text and an embedded GIF. That's for the most part what I have going on. I also have a blog that pretty much has the images embedded, and just a couple of images are uploaded, but that's the only thing that I upload on my website. Apart from that, text, embedded videos, links, and that's about it. The only real thing, to say so, that I have going on my website is the forum plugin, which is the only thing that comes to mind that could slow down the loading of the website, or that could potentially lead to a suspension, but the forum is inactive. Thinking about it, realistically, not even this forum plugin should lead to a suspension. And the last tab we have is DLS, again, just some plain text, and I also have a search function, and that's about it. Oh yes, one more thing, on the right side, if you hit the plus, little thing pops up with additional links, some useful stuff, and that's about it. Shameless plug this was, huh? Anyhow, taking a look at the website, you can see that the website is pretty minimal, and pretty much all the images that I have embedded are actually hosted on Imgur, and only just a couple of them are actually uploaded to the website. Taking a look at the statistics, you cannot really find a reason to get suspended. You are thinking, okay, you have a YouTube channel, you redirect people to your website, that's why you get suspended. You get a lot of visits. But if we take a look at this, I have daily hits used. Supposedly there is 49 people that have visited my website today. 49 people out of 50,000 that I can go to. You can check out the bandwidth used, and it's only 61 megabytes, and the disk space used is 602 megabytes. And then we have in nodes used 20%. So you can clearly see there is nothing here that's overloading the host or their servers and potentially making my website suspended. But taking a look at the activation history, they say temporary suspended for IO limit. And if we click there, nothing happens. What happens basically is the new tab pops up and it's the same page. But that's fine. We can take a look at the control panel, scroll down and find account statistics and look for daily IO. And you will see couple of things. First thing, we see an orange line, a blue line, and then a green line. An orange line is daily IO limit. And then we have my daily IO used, which is the blue line, and you can clearly see how the blue line is miles away from the orange line. It's not even coming close to it, so I am clearly not going over the daily limit. So why exactly is my website being suspended for IO limit? I don't know. After running into these problems, I thought clearly this is unfair, and this is not true. I am being suspended for probably who knows what reasons, we can only speculate. But I decided to not deal with this nonsense, and let's be realistic, this was all too good to be true, but it was nice to check it out. Anyhow, I decided to try another host. So first thing I thought, let me back up my website and just take everything with me to another host and see how somebody else handles the website that I have going on. Taking a look at the control panel, scrolling down under files, there is a button backups. If I click on it, there is nothing there that I can do except it gives me instructions on how to back up my website, back up the files and then the MySQL database. So that's the first thing I tried to do. Let me back up my files using FTP. So I log into my FTP and I try to back up my htdocs folder, preferably to my desktop. Everything started to go smoothly, but after a while I started getting disconnected from the server. I mean, you can see what kind of errors I was getting, and after that, failed transfers just started piling up. After this error occurs, it constantly starts going in the circle, just loops, same error over and over again. The failed transfers keep stacking up. So clearly, I'm not going to be able to back up my website. Luckily, my website is pretty minimal and I can easily recreate it, so it's not a huge issue. But I wanted to point out that you will not be able, at least in my case. And by the way, I will leave the link of the website in the description so you can click on it and see how long it takes you to load the website. A couple of my viewers actually contacted me and asked me, is your website still up? What's going on? I can't open up the website, because they just didn't want to wait that long. They just thought it doesn't work. So that issue potentially takes off visitors away from your website. So from slow loading times to plain lying to not being able to back up your website, is this something you want to rely on? Definitely not. If you are someone who just can't pay for website hosting, it's best bet to try something like Wix, Weebly, or WordPress.com, because most, if not all of these free hosting websites that claim they give you unlimited space and bandwidth are plain lying. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably isn't true.
Just listen to it and just dance, like really feel it.
Fine little girl, you're not daddy daddy. Your pussy life, you're not daddy daddy. Spin and go round, Tony Mary Mary. The fuck your name black.